Okay, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this dirty little four-letter word. Okay, it's nasty, it's dirty, and no one wants to be associated with it. And it's called sell. Really? I mean, stop it. Stop it. Everybody's, well, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to sell this. I don't want to look like a salesman. Well, here's the deal. Anytime you're trying to influence someone, you're selling them. Every time you try to get your kids to eat their vegetables, you're selling them, right? I mean, unless you're opening their mouth and forcing it down their throat, you're trying to influence them to eat their vegetables. Anytime you're trying to influence someone to believe something that you believe, well, you're selling, right? And so sell is not, it's a four-letter word, but it's not a dirty one, okay? A lot of people choose to use educate. You're educating someone about the benefits of the product or service that you have to offer. There's a lot of different ways that people, talk about the sales process. Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the sales process, and I want you to understand a couple of steps. If you understand these steps in the sales process, it's going to help you dramatically increase the number of closes that you have. And when I say closes, your ability to close the deal and someone buys your product or service. Okay, and so the very first step is needs awareness. The very first step you have to do is you have to understand what their need is, and you have to make them aware of it. Okay, so that's step one. Understand what it is that they need and make them aware of it. So for example, if you have a product or a service, like I'm a Beachbody coach, and so with Beachbody, a lot of people are trying to lose weight. Well, so that makes it very simple, right? They want to lose weight, but that's not really what they want. That's not really what they want. What they want is how they're going to feel when they lose weight, right? So a lot of people will say, well, I want to be 150 pounds or I want to be 130 pounds. Okay, I get it. That's a goal. We all have to have a goal. But how are they going to feel when they look the way that they look? So really what they're doing is they're trying to get an emotion. They're trying to get to feel better about themselves. Just like martial arts, I own a martial arts school. And so if a parent comes in and they say, my child is getting bullied all the time, and I want him to learn how to defend himself. Well, that's great. So the first thing you're thinking is that the child needs to learn self-defense. No, that's not really what the child needs, okay? And the parent doesn't understand that. The parent thinks that the kid needs to learn how to defend himself. Okay, that's partially true, but what the child really needs is confidence. Because the number one reason that a child is a bully or becomes a victim of a bully is a lack of confidence or a lack of self-esteem. So if we build the child's confidence, they will no longer be getting bullied. And it's a process, it takes time. Sure, they're going to learn how to defend themselves, and through the development of physical skills, they will have confidence in their ability to defend themselves, and they just won't get picked on anymore. Most of the time, they won't even have to fight. They won't even have to confront the bully. And so it's the same thing when we're talking about someone that has a need and they're coming to you or you're talking to them and trying to figure out what it is that they want. So from a parent standpoint, when you look at the child, they want to feel good about sending their child to school, knowing that their child can defend themselves and their child's not going to get bullied. When we talk about weight loss, it's not just that they want to lose weight, it's the way that they're going to feel, the emotion that they're going to have when they look the way that they want to look. So that's very important. So we have to understand what it is that the person needs, and we need to make them aware of what their need is. And then the second step is to either explain or demonstrate how your product or service can fulfill that need. Very, very important. Beachbody has done all the work for you. So like if you're a Beachbody coach or you're a fitness professional or something of that nature, all you have to do is show them the product or service along with the testimonials of people that have used the product or service, and that will resonate with the person, and they'll see how your service or product can help them to get the emotion. If you look at a testimonial, especially with Beachbody, as a Beachbody coach, your story is very important, but that's not the end result. So let's say you just got started with Beachbody, or you just got started as a fitness professional and you're not in the shape that you want to be. You're not comfortable with the way you look or the way that you feel about your body, but yet you still want to do this as a business. That's okay. Beachbody has hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of testimonials. Every time there's a new workout program, you've got testimonials of people that have gone through that, and you see dramatic changes in their weight and their overall fitness. But that's not what the person's looking for, okay? Remember, we're going back to step one, which is what is their true need? The true need isn't losing a certain amount of weight. It's the way that they want to feel. And they believe that if they lose a certain amount of weight, that they will look a certain way and they will be able to feel that. And so the testimonials, it's not just the picture, right? It's just not a before and after picture. It's that person talking about how they feel great and they're excited and they did this in only 60 days or 90 days or whatever the program is. And so use those testimonials. Understand the products and services that you have. Use the testimonials that will help you educate the person, the client, the potential client about the product or service. And then you just go to step three. Step three is ask for the sale. It's really that simple. Ask for the sale. Most people do not close someone that's ready to be closed, and the reason why is they're afraid to ask for the money. It's not comfortable. I grew up in an environment where my parents taught me nothing about money. I didn't know anything about money. I didn't know anything about savings. I didn't know what interest was. Okay, and the number one rule with interest is those that know it, earn it, and those that don't, spend it, right? They pay it. So it's very, very important that we understand that it's okay to ask someone for the sale, because you're not doing them a favor by not doing it, right? And so you have to ask for the sale. And the best way to do that is to give them two options, and neither one of those options is no. And so if you go to step one and you understand their need, right? You make them aware of their need, and then you show them the testimonials, or you visit with them about the products and services, or you talk to them about your story. And then you move on to the last step, which is step three. So it's a three-part process. At that step, you just give them two options. And those options in Beachbody can just be, do you want to start with this program or that program? Do you want to just purchase the program, or do you want to become a discount coach? I don't do it that way. And the reason why is there's no reason that 100% of your clients aren't discount coaches. It just doesn't make sense. I have never signed up just a customer. I never have. And I probably never will. And the reason why is it's okay for someone to sign up as a discount coach if they don't want to work the business. You're getting a discount. Why would you pay the extra money? Well, it's because that word coach, they're afraid they're going to be asked to do something, or they're afraid that they're going to have to use the four-letter word sale. Get out of here. Stop with it. So I don't even give them that option. What I'll do is I'll talk to them. I'll go to the website with them. If I'm standing with them, I'll go to the website with them and walk them through it. If I'm not, if I'm on the phone with them or on a video call with them, I'll have them go to the website right then and there, and we'll go through the process. And I'll ask them what program they want, and I'll just kind of go through the process with them. And so, again, as a general rule, a lot of Beachbody coaches will ask, do they want to be a customer, or they want to be, a coach? Well, the best way to word that, if you want to kind of go with that approach, the best way to word that is do you want to be a VIP and save a little bit of money, or do you want to pay full price? Because that's really what it is, right? And so, of course, they want to save the money. They want to be a VIP, and great. Okay, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sign you up as what's called a discount coach. You don't have to do anything. It's not any different than being a customer, except, you will have the opportunity to save some money. And at some point, they very well might want to get involved and start, selling the products and services, and especially once they get over that initial point and that fear, and they start seeing some of the success, they may want to actually do it as a business, as many people have. So let's recap this. There's a three-part process. The first part is to understand your client's needs. What are they telling you? Most of them in Beachbody will tell you they want to lose weight, or they want to get energy. And that's true. They want those things because they understand when they look the way they want to look, they're going to have a certain feeling. They're going to have a certain emotion to it, right? And then, so the next part is just simply showing them how your product or service can fulfill that need, can give them what it is that they're looking for. And then the last part is actually just asking for the sale. And the best way to do that is to just give them two options, and I would word it something like this and say, okay, great. There's a couple of options. Option number one is to sign up and pay full price for everything that you get. That's one option, but there is a way that I can save you quite a bit of money. Do you want to hear about that? Well, absolutely. Hey, let's sign you up as a VIP. And basically what that is, we just call it a discount coach is what it's called. It's really not a big difference between you being a customer. You don't have to do anything different, but you're going to save X amount of money. And so that's what most of my clients do. They're going to probably end up picking that one. And then you just go online and you help them, figure out what challenge pack that they want. You get them signed up, and then you do your follow-ups and so forth and so on. That's a whole different video. Okay, so again, 3-part process. Understand their need and make them aware of it. Show them how your product or service can fulfill that need. And then the last one is simply ask for the sale. Now, I want to talk to you about one more thing. There's 2 reasons why people buy something: logic and emotion. And it's important that we get both of those. If someone buys on a logical reason, but they have really no emotional attachment, they don't get the emotion out of it, then they might not end up buying it. But if someone buys from the emotion, they get a feel good, this is going to fix all my problems, but they don't see the logic behind of it, then you're going to have a higher attrition rate. So we want it to make logical sense, which being a VIP member or being a discount coach just makes logical sense, right? And then that emotion is how they're going to feel when they get the results that they want. And that's what I ask them. If someone says, what are your goals? What are your objectives? Well, I want to get to 125 pounds. Okay, well, why do you want to get to 125 pounds? And then they tell you, well, how are you going to feel when you get to wear that special bathing suit, or where you get to wear that special dress, or when you look the way you want to look? How's that going to make you feel? And that's going to spark that emotion. So as long as you have the emotion and as long as you have the logic, you've got a good, solid sale. They're going to buy it. They're going to see great results. So it's important that they have logic and that they have emotion. 3 parts to the process. Sell. It's not a dirty word. It's very important. And that's what we're doing.